When it really comes down to it, we're just 5 dudes writing music, and we're not trying to reinvent the genre. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. You know, we're just writing music that we enjoy and that means something to us. And it's awesome that people can connect with it, and that's I think the most important part to me about being in this band is that I could write something and someone can connect with it, and it can help them get from step 1 to step B in some sort of way. If I can help someone in any sort of way in life, then I feel like I'm doing something that's worth my time. In the fall of 2010, I wasn't happy with what I was doing musically. I wanted to start over, and never really thought that I would be starting another band, and but I did, and I called Dave, who plays guitar in Real Friends.
We spent a lot of time, just before we actually wrote any music, we talked about what we wanted to do, goals we wanted to accomplish, the sound we were going for, and eventually we started writing music.
We started writing music together, and just kind of clicked, I mean, we were writing songs in his basement and never really thought much of it. I didn't really think that it was going to go anywhere, just kind of felt right, and just started writing music, and after a while we had about 3 or 4 songs written, and it was just music. It was just basically guitar and bass and programmed drums, and there was no vocals over it or anything, and we didn't really have a band in mind, and it definitely needed vocals over it, and Dave knew Dan, who is the singer of the band.
There was one day that I had gotten a call from Kyle, and he was basically saying that he was starting to play music with Dave. I had known Dave for a really long time, and I just figured, really, why not? I had applied for school the same day, which was kind of coincidental, kind of looking for an excuse to get out of that. So Kyle hit me up, asked if I wanted to get together with him. He said that they had some demos put together, so he sent me some lyrics, and from there, Kyle and I had talked about, goals for everything, what he wanted to do, just the really, bare basics.
We played probably 10 or 12 shows with those songs, and we didn't really feel right. I think we almost forced ourselves into that sound. So one day we had a long talk and decided that we pretty much wanted to start over.
We knew that we wanted to move in a different direction, and for the drums, Brian actually emailed me, and I never have met Brian before, but he had emailed me, and he saw a post on Twitter about us needing a drummer, and he was actually the only person that emailed me.
I immediately saw that the band had potential. I was impressed, and it was a lot better than anything I had come across in months and months around Chicago.
We had Brian come out, and we tried him out, and it was good. It worked out. It kind of clicked. I don't know, Brian had something in him a little different than most drummers. He kind of had a little bit more heart. He seemed really driven, and I like that. And Brian can also play the drums very fast, which is good. So
I don't know, everything clicked. I got along with everybody in the band. It was a good fit, and we just sort of took it from there.
As far as guitar goes, we added Eric. We had some people, friends of ours, play live with us, but we never actually had the second guitar, like member, a writing member, an actual member of the band. It was always Dave and I that wrote all the music. There was always not really another guitar opinion. I actually talked to Eric when we started the band about joining, and he didn't really want to, which is kind of funny. I don't really think that he liked our first EP at all. So
my friend asked me if I was interested in playing guitar for Real Friends. I wasn't able to at the time. I was in another band, but fast forward a year, I was offered the same position, and luckily I was smart enough to take the spot.
But I'm definitely glad that it worked out. But after playing the newer songs that we had written and playing with the new group, I definitely knew that we had something special, and we started moving and started writing Everyone That Dragged You Here.
I just think it kind of came into its own thing. It felt really right.
I think we have the best lineup. Like, we're all great friends, and we all know exactly what we need to do in the band, and we all work together really well.
So we finally finished writing Everyone That Dragged You Here, and it was 5 songs. And we were all pretty happy with the songs. We honestly didn't really think too much of them.
So we wrote them, we recorded them, and then, we just kind of, as soon as we got the masters, put them out, and, the response was awesome. I was actually working an overnight shift while we put it out, so, just kind of checking my phone there, seeing a bunch of people, friends and, people I don't know, just, saying it was super awesome.
I remember looking at our Facebook page, like, hours after releasing it, and our likes just kept going up and up, and we were getting comments from people from all over the world, and that was insane to me.
About a month and a half in, it just sort of got insane as far as how many people were talking about it, reviewing the album, and we just acquired this, all these fans over the next couple of months, just at such an incredibly fast rate that I think it was kind of mind-blowing to all of us.
We didn't write these songs with a big producer or go and record at some big studio or release it under some label or anything. It was just 5 real songs. And
as time passed and seeing more and more people coming out, getting into it, singing along, it's really hard to explain. Still getting used to it.
And that transferred over to the shows as well. Like, a lot more people came out to see us and sang along with us.
Fast forward a couple months after Everyone That Dragged You Here came out, response was a lot better. Kids were going off, and it just felt like more of a show that I would go to.
People were singing along. They weren't just singing like one song. They were singing every song. They were like piling up and getting in Dan's face.
It's one of the best feelings you could ever experience.
When it comes to the lyrics of the band, I write a majority of them. Our songs tend to hold 2 themes in them, which are 1, being sad, and 2, being mad, which, I don't know, it kind of sounds cliche, but at the same time I feel like those are things that people relate to in life. I think when a person can hear a song of ours and it can help them get from one point in life to the other and kind of bridge maybe a hard time that they're going through, that means so much to me, and that's why I play music, is to help people. If I can help people in any sort of way, then I feel like I'm doing something worth my time, and it's been awesome to have a response from all the kids out there hearing our songs and connecting with the lyrics and talking about how without our music, they wouldn't be able to get through this like hard time in their life or like deal with this or that. It's just so amazing to see. That means so much to me. I know it means so much to everyone else in the band. And when you can create something with your friends and it helps people, that just makes my life so much better, and helping others, it's just a great connection.
Our first tour as a band was insane. That was the first time I ever left the Midwest, and the first time I'd ever played more than like 3 shows in a row, so I didn't really know what to expect.
We had a really good response on the East Coast through like Facebook and Twitter. All these kids were telling us to come to the East Coast, so we definitely waited. We didn't want to rush things. We didn't want to go out on a tour if we weren't going to draw kids, and I think that's a mistake that actually a lot of bands make. They just go out on tour, and we didn't want to be that band.
I remember specifically playing in Boston. That was the furthest from home I'd ever been, and one of the biggest shows. Like, it was on a Sunday, and we played at like 2 p.m. and the place was packed. Everyone was singing along, and it was just really overwhelming.
I think when you're touring, you get a better sense of what your band can and can't handle, and we didn't have a single problem, which was a great sign that things were definitely it flowed very easily for us.
I remember also being in New York, and there's like 60 kids packed in this basement of this bar, just singing every word to every song. And another show that sticks out to me was in Cincinnati. We played in this house, and the floor was, I swear, I don't know how it didn't break. And all these kids were just jumping around, singing every word to every one of our songs.
So, I mean, we'd be playing, 1,000 miles from home, have a lot of kids screaming the words back at us, and it was just really, really flattering. It was really awesome to see all these kids that really, really care about what we do so far away from where we live.
My name is Gary. My company's name is Creation Factory, and I do all of the design work for Real Friends. I've been working on all of the design work since the very beginning with Kyle. And the way we kind of do it is Kyle will come over to my office / bedroom, and we'll just kind of hang out and listen to music and talk about, what we think would be a cool idea for a shirt or a hoodie or something like that. And
Me and him will kind of work together and make t-shirt designs and everything. Anything you've ever seen from us, t-shirt, Facebook, anything that's designed, Gary's done. Any of our album covers.
we'll kind of map it out and talk about it, and then actually start in on the design work. And to see the response from the kids and the fans that from the designs we've already made is just incredible. Like, to make a design and then see all these people instantly like it or instantly buy it is, it's really fulfilling to me to see that my work has gone over so well with their fan base. And it's awesome because we've, what started off as just a simple t-shirt design and a sticker design has developed into this. We've branded the band, and we've come up with all these different concepts that are instantly recognizable for Real Friends. And I think it's pretty awesome, and we're all pumped about that. So that's my job for Real Friends.
So as most people know that play music, it pretty much 9 times out of 10 doesn't pay the bills. So you have to work a job and somehow do all the band stuff around it, which is kind of a full-time job in itself. And I valet cars, and yeah, it's okay. It kind of sucks, but you got to do something that pays the bills.
Outside of playing in the band, I don't really do much. I work at a hospital in the kitchen washing dishes, and I'm miserable, but I do it for the band, so I'm able to support myself. And I'm going to quit soon, so I'm able to tour full-time. So sticking it out a little bit longer is totally going to be worth it when I'm able to play music full-time.
Outside of the band, I'm a sales associate at Office Max. I like working there because it's pretty close to my house, and I don't have a car. I'm kind of a bum. And they're cool enough to let me take off work whenever we have shows.
When I'm not playing with the band or doing anything involved with the band, I am working as a server in a cafe. Do that part-time. I enjoy drawing, painting, hanging out with my friends.
Outside of being in Real Friends, I work at Target. It's not the greatest job, but it is a job, and it does help give me money to keep being in Real Friends. I'm definitely grateful to have the job, though, because they work with me to have the weekends off to play the shows and go to practice and record. So it definitely helps out in the long run.
It kind of sucks, but if I wanted to make money, I would have went to college. But I love writing music and connecting with people and having people get something out of what I create with my friends.
The only thing that really makes me happy in life and the only thing that I enjoy doing is playing music, and I'm really grateful to have this opportunity.
To me, I wouldn't really want to be doing anything else. Everything else I do is just kind of like, I'm just there. I'm just an extra person. I feel like everybody collectively, we respect each other, and we have a really good time. I don't think we get sick of each other pretty easily, and I just feel like we all belong together.
Real Friends has always been based on honesty, and we try to stress that we're just 5 regular guys playing music. We're fans of music, and I hope that comes across in everything we do, that we're just being honest and have that mindset throughout everything.
This band has one major thing that a lot of bands don't have, and that's heart. All of us care, all of us are incredibly invested in it, and whether we were playing to a crowd of 1,000 people or a crowd of 10 people, we're still, living our lives and loving it and enjoying it.
Honestly, I just couldn't really see myself doing anything else besides being in Real Friends.